1 month passed, growth of Diablo was surprisingly fast, his learning skills and body growth was extremely developed. Pablo became confused, but Dia was very happy. Something is wrong with our baby, honey. It's not usual him to grow like this, it's just too fast, said by Pablo. Dia replied, so what? It is good, right? Our baby is better than everyone in his age, isn't he? I am so happy, he will be an engineer one day. I don't know, but I have a strange feeling that he will be the greatest of them all. Pablo was shocked, what? He started walking like a 2 or 3-year-old toddler in a month, is that good? I think it's unusual. Dia still ignores and says, our baby is special, don't you remember, honey, that he is God's gift. Pablo got afraid of those words that came out of Dia's mouth. He looked at Dia with a scared face and paused. Dia took Diablo inside bedroom for a nap. She was blinded by overcare and love. Pablo sits quiet and starts thinking. I don't understand any of this happening right now. The pediatric also said it's unusual, but he is very healthy. Pablo rewinds that incident from the hospital. When he looked into Diablo's eyes, he just wanted Diablo to be normal like other babies. Pablo goes to bed with confused mind and slept. It's almost morning. Dia waked up early in the morning and went for a tea. She enters into the kitchen and gets started washing dishes. Suddenly she felt something behind her. She looked back, it was Diablo hugging her leg. He walked gentle from the bedroom to the kitchen. Dia happily took Diablo up and kisses him on face and sighed, good morning. Diablo tries to copy Dia and said, good morning in a cute way. Dia was surprised. Dia was very happy to see him learning fast. Dia wanted him to be very intelligent than all else. Dia rushed with baby towards Pablo and wakes him. Pablo woke up and rubs his eyes. What happened, honey? Pablo stays half asleep and asked in a low voice. Dia replied, our baby said good morning, honey. Pablo jumps out of the bed and asked in a loud voice, what? Dia started laughing and said, it's not like that. He just tried to copy the words I said. Pablo replies, even though, honey, do you think 1-month-old baby saying good morning is normal? I don't think so. Let's better take him to a good hospital. Hearing this, Dia shouted, what's wrong with you? Do you think our baby is disordered? You better don't say anything like that, I can't stand. He is not like others. Pablo silently gets out of the bedroom. He started thinking again. He felt helpless and confirmed that he will try to confess Dia one more time and entered into the room. He was paused for a moment. Pablo sees his happy wife playing with his child. It was a beautiful view for him. He started enjoying moments without thinking anything. 5 years later, November 23, 2004, it's Diablo's 5th birthday celebration. Relatives were surprised to see him. He was like a 10-year-old child. Diablo faced everyone with a smile. He was so cute, such a charm. But Diablo was curious about what's the relation between them to treat him with love. He asked in a sweet voice, why you guys all came here? You want to eat my cake? I will eat it first and give balance to you all, okay? You can leave after that. Everyone started laughing. Diablo laughed. After seeing them laughing, he liked laughing that day. Their happy faces that made him laugh. Birthday celebration was over. Dia and Pablo was busy with cleaning stuffs. Diablo was alone in the bedroom room. He was too tired and had been slept. Dia came to check Diablo. She opens the bedroom door and her breathing stopped for a minute. Diablo was floating in the air asleep. Dia paused and stood there shocked. Pablo came behind her. He got scared and holds her hand. Suddenly Dia collapses. Pablo got her, but that frightened reaction was still there in his face. Few hours later, Dia woke up and remembered about Diablo. She thought that was a dream and says, such a scary nightmare. Pablo saw her waking up and asked her, are you alright, sweetheart? I was so worried about you, and hugged her tight. Pablo says, I told you before, right? Our baby is not a normal child. Dia was astonished again and replies, wasn't that a dream? Our child, my child, what's up with him? Screamed and starts to cry. Dia cried and hugs Pablo. What's wrong with our baby? I think it's a ghost, and cries even badly. Pablo, I don't know. Our baby may be possessed by some kind of ghost or demon. We must consult him to a priest. I think that will be a suitable way to find solution for this situation. Diablo wakes up and slowly walked towards his mother. Dia got afraid of seeing him. Diablo rushes towards her for huggies, but she misbehaved. She looked at him like she had seen a real ghost in front of her. Diablo grabs her hand. Dia got scared and misbehaved again. She continued crying and said, get out of my child, you filthy monster. Diablo's face changes to sadness. He didn't expect this way of behavior from her. Pablo took Dia to the next door. Pablo said, what are you doing, Dia? Don't act like this in front of him. He is our one and only baby boy. It doesn't matter if he possess any demon inside or not, he will still be our son. You got that? Don't act scared or mad in front of him and while around him. Dia cried and rushed near Diablo and hugged him standing on knees. Her tears made Diablo also cry. Dia apologized. my baby, I'm so sorry, said by Diab with falling tears. It's almost midnight, it was a full moon night. Suddenly a light fall from the moon near Pablo's house and it entered into their house. It was a celestial being that was created by Diablo himself, the Almighty in our dimension. We call it as angel. Celestial being that is created for particular purpose, that is to maintain balance of life. The angel came down and enters to Pablo's house. It walks without stepping foot on the floor. They both waked up due to the presence of light. They both get scared after seeing it. Pablo hugs tight Dia facing towards it. The appearance of the angel was in the structure and shape of human with wings, but in presence it was like a light standing before them. It steps its feet on the floor and slowly walked towards Pablo and Dia. Dia screamed. Pablo covers her mouth with his hand. Pablo said, "Stop screaming or else Diablo will wake up." The angel started walking towards Diablo. It slowly walked and stood there watching Diablo. They both got scared and Pablo asked, "Who are you? What is this?" The angel started speaking in their mind. They started hearing its voice. Pablo said, "What the hell? It's talking with us. I can hear its voice." "No, it's more like I can feel its voice inside my head." Angel replied, "Right, actually it's not my voice. Its voice is inside your head. I don't need a voice or language to communicate. I can speak within your mind. You can hear voices inside you both. What do you hear, humans?" Dia and Pablo looked at each other and started to discuss. Pablo, "I hear a female voice, dear. Can you hear the same?" Dia replied, "No, it's a male voice." Angel said, "It sounds that are stored in your eroticopyrama, that is your brain, the memory, your greatest gift that is gifted by our master. I am pure light made with matters, consisting all over my body. I am created by the God himself for obeying his orders. There were duties which I must do to maintain the balance of existence of life. I used to be like that, but now I am no one's slave or I have no duty orders. I realized that I am not some kind of machine accepting everything without judging. We are like you humans. Our species also have emotions. Love is the only emotion that correctly our species can feel. Why he suppressed all other inside them, then why he choose humans as the ruler of all other species? And is to serve you mortals. It made me feel unworthy. We are all laborers working for your good and growth. Our species serves all others, including your species. I don't know what's difference between us except you have a permanent physical appearance, but we doesn't. I think our species are better than yours. Just before I earned my knowledge, I was like all others of my species. I didn't have the power to think only that make you humans better than us." Angel reveals his name. "My name is Lucifer. I am the first angel who was blessed with the power to make a decision on my own compared to others, or in other words, a fallen angel. No one can't put a command on me. I adamantly declines." Lucifer points at Diablo and said, "This is my creator, or in other words my master. I came to take him back with me from this world." Dia said, "No," in a loud voice, "no one is taking my child away from me. Pablo, please don't hurt our baby. I will give anything for him in return." Lucifer replied, "I refuse your offer. The one who gave me power to think insisted this. I have to fulfill his wish to come true in return." Diablo suddenly woke up. Pablo said in a loud voice, "Diablo, come here." Fast he realized that Diablo is still asleep, but he is sleepwalking. Diablo walks towards main exit. The door opened its own. They both followed after Diablo, but he is still asleep. Then he suddenly stopped walking and stands facing the full moon. He opened his eyes. The moon started to glow even more brighter. Some kind of gravitational pull is produced by the moon. A glowing object is pulled by the moon from Pablo's house. The light from the moon slowly reduced. Pablo and Deb was astonished. Diablo collapses down. Pablo took Diablo and tried to wake him up. Diablo, Diablo, but he was still unconscious. Pablo screamed, "Diablo!" From 500 plus universes, there is only one galaxy where there are no stars. 4,000 light years away from the cosmos, there is a universe, Matariki, where there are only 3 main stars very big in size that the sun can't be compared with it, shaped in a structure of triangle. The Marquee Lights is a galaxy where there are no stars. Stars are celestial energy that is designed for protection and vision for multiple purposes. Marquee Lights have light-emitted asteroid and planets. In Milky Way, planets revolve around the sun's orbits, or in other words gravitational pull that hold the planets due to a magnetic attraction and repulsion, at the same time acting like a rubbery string-tied ball revolving around the sun because of the planet's energy of repulsion. It depends on the magnetic material repulsion against sun or energy of the planet. Greater power planets have more distance away from the sun's gravitational pull to the perfect material that is suitable for each planets to create their orbit. This was a part of Diablo's knowledge without giving matters names. In Marquee Lights, planets revolve around a main big light glowing planet, Prosper 5. The place where black fire exists. There's suitable space for the negative phase to act and create his own way to rule everything or take in charge of the whole invisible body of Diablo. Lucifer is sealed by the light-emitting stone, which is now known as the moon. Deep inside darkness, the dark conscious mind of Diablo or El Diablo summons Lucifer by freeing him from the fallen seal. His first test to create life without humanity begins now.